Have you ever wondered why your hair is not growing? You seem to be having the right regimen, you seem to be having the right products, you seem to be doing the right thing, but for some reasons your hair is not growing. You don't see the length retention, you don't see the fruits of your labor. Then guess what? I have the reasons why. And if you want to know more about them, then keep on watching. Now, number one reason why your hair is not growing, chances are you keep on touching your hair. I call it the hands in the hair syndrome. If you keep on touching your hair every single time, chances are you're going to cause your ends to break. And once they break, you may seem to, or rather you may feel like your hair is not growing, but actually it's growing, but just because you keep on touching your ends and touching your hair all the time, your ends may tend to break, and then you may not retain any length. Two, you might just be using the wrong method of detangling your hair. Now, there are people who use finger detangling, and there are some people who use wide tooth combs or brushes. Now, you have to know what kind of hair type you have. For example, if you have the type 4 kind of hair and you keep on using brushes and combs every single time to detangle your hair, chances are your hair is going to break, because you definitely have, you know, tangles and knots inside your hair. And because our hair is really coiled and kinky and you keep on combing it, you're definitely going to break your hair. Chlorinated water. Now, I love swimming. Swimming is so much fun, but if you keep on going for swimming every single time and not rinsing your hair afterwards, or having a method in which you take care of your hair afterwards, it's going to dry up and then it's going to break, and then you might seem not to be retaining any amount of length. Your hair may seem to be lacking any kind of growth. Okay, so because chlorine water in general tends to make our hair dry, so it's going to break. Not using the right products. My previous video was on what's it called, on hair porosity. Now again, you need to have knowledge on what kind of hair you have so that you get products that are tailored for your hair. I'm going to link it up below. Just click the link above and then you get more information about it. But you really need to know what kind of products work for your hair type, and for example, what are you, 4C, are you 3C, are you 2A, you know, do you have high porosity, do you have low porosity, do you have medium porosity, and then get the products that are tailored to suit your natural hair. Okay, and of course you can't really know like what works for your hair until you try. It's always a try and error kind of situation. Yeah. Another thing is forgetting your hair in protective styles. Now, for example, my hair right now is in mini braids, and just because my hair is tucked away and I'm leaving it alone and not playing around with it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to forget my moisturizing regimen and my deep conditioning regimen. You always have to remember to take care of your hair when you have protective styles. Now, I feel like sometimes people underestimate the power of sleeping in a certain scarf or a certain pillow. If you forget that and you're always sleeping on cotton sheets or cotton pillowcases and forgetting to tie your hair in a headscarf or a certain bonnet or whatever, your hair is going to dry because the cotton fabric is going to suck in the moisture from your hair, and then utokomerudi level 0, because all the things that you did in regards to moisturizing and deep conditioning your hair will have gone to 0. Another thing is split ends. Now, we definitely want long hair, but you obviously have to remember to chop off the split ends from your hair every time you see that they have occurred, because if you don't, they are going to travel up your hair and then your hair will be weak and it won't look cute in short. Yeah, so always remember to cut off your split ends every single time you notice they're there. Yeah. Another thing is shampooing your hair every single time, like doing it, for example, every single week. Your hair is going to dry up. You need to do it only when your hair is really dirty, but if you do it every single time regularly, your hair is going to dry up, it's going to break. Another thing is not clarifying your scalp. Of course, it seems as if I'm contradicting myself, but really, as much as we're saying not to shampoo your hair every single day, also remember that you need to always clarify your scalp so that your pores open up and then it will generate, you know, growth. Yeah. Another thing is keeping deep conditioning. Now that is very key, like 10 over 10, A1. If you don't do this, that's just the reason why your hair is not growing. I mean, you need to decondition your hair so that your hair gets moisturized, it gets strengthened, and things like that. So always remember to decondition your hair. Another thing is, okay, last but not least, sealing in the moisture. Of course, you've deconditioned your hair is nice and feeling good. You've moisturized your hair using your, leave-in conditioner or, your water. Always remember to seal in, regardless of whether you have low porosity hair or high porosity. Again, click the link above or down in the description box to know more about hair porosity. But always remember to seal in the moisture so that it doesn't, fly into the air or whatever. Always remember to seal in the moisture and use the products that suit your hair type in order for you to know what you need to seal your hair. Does that just make sense? I hope so. But that's all for now. I hope in one or the other this video has helped or educated you in one or the other. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions in regards to what I've talked about. And yeah, up until the next video, bye bye.